Hello everyone, it is the friendly neighborhood gaming weasel with the Phenmor build guide, how to acquire and how to build and upgrade this evolving weapon inside of Warframe. Well, how do you get this weapon? You go to the Zariman ship, go to Cavalero, and then browse wares, and then you should be able to buy it here for 6,000 standing. You do need to be rank 2 to actually buy the weapon, and what it requires is Void Plume Pinions and Quills, 15 and 20 of each respectively, some alloy plate, which is pretty easy to get, and then Trotty Lanthorn, which is again pretty easy to get. Now, just a little bit of a tip, I do require, not require, but I do recommend you purchase the Liatum secondary, and when you possibly can, the Fridays melee weapon, because the last upgrade of the Phenmor will require you to have all three. So, how do you evolve your weapon? Press escape. You're gonna see under browse wares evolve Incarnon weapons. So the first upgrade is going to be this. So it is going to be active headshots, charge, Incarnon transmutation, alt fire, transmute, switching back will expand any remaining charge. Now, you get this by killing 100 Eximus enemies, and honestly I did this in like 10 minutes inside of Hydron, so this was pretty easy. Not Eximus enemies, ordinary enemies, sorry. Killing 100 ordinary enemies, pretty easy, you can do it basically anywhere. The second upgrade requires you to kill 8 Eximus enemies with the alt fire, so the Incarnon transmutation alt fire. And then you have a choice of 3 options: Void Guidance, Rapid Wrath, and Swift Deliverance. You can basically switch at any point in between these guys, so it is 50% accuracy and 50% less recoil, 20% fire rate, which is active on mine, and 80% projectile speed. Then we move on to the next upgrade. This upgrade will require you to get 20 headshots on a Void Angel. I did this in 1 second basically. I used the alt fire, which is a rapid fire mode, and did this in literally 1 second. We have magazine capacity, we have a reload from empty, 100% boosted reload for 6 seconds, and on headshot kill, 20% chance to instant reload. I'm using the magazine capacity because it's basically the same on reloads. I almost never empty out my mag, so the magazine capacity is very, very good. Then we move on to evolution number 4. We have Survivor's Edge, so 10% critical and status chance respectively. Headshots build 50% more in current transportation charge, and then we have 20% status chance but minus 10% in critical chance. As I said, you can basically switch in between the ones that you want, but the one that I recommend the most is definitely going to be the 10%, I guess. Or you could use Elemental Access as well, it doesn't really matter. This weapon is very, very good. Now, I don't have the last upgrade of this weapon. It requires me to complete a solo mission with an Incarn weapon equipped in every slot. The last upgrades will give you 50% chance to deal 2000 damage on non-critical hits. Enemies suffering fewer than 3 status effects will receive 100% critical damage. And then on 2 headshots within 2 seconds, which is pretty easy, 50% headshot damage for 8 seconds, sorry. Now, all of these, which one would I choose? I would definitely choose the 50% chance to deal 200%, 2000% damage on non-critical hits, or that one, or this one, enemy suffering from 3 or less. And because it does apply radiation and viral, so that's already 2, but you can definitely change out the build, and I'll show you how right now actually. So, showing you how the weapon actually works, what my build looks like, and what your 2 builds that I recommend that you use. Or that you can use. So the first one is going to be, of course, I do apply 3 Forma on here. We have Serration, Critical Delay, Vital Sense, Malignant Force, Rhyme Rounds, Hammer Shot, Galvanized Chamber, and Hunter Munitions. Now you could put Hammer Shot away and use a different mod. There are plenty of mods to use. You can put Vigilante Armaments for extra multi-shot. You can put Vile Acceleration if you want more fire rate. You can put Organ Scope if you want that. You can put cryo rounds or even galvanized scope. Heavy caliber is another cool mod that you can put on here, because with the actual evolutions you can always balance each part out. So if your fire rate is slow, you can definitely increase it. For example, I increase my fire rate. That allows me to basically nullify the effects of critical delay and basically just have a 200% critical chance. If I want, for example, chose accuracy, then I could, for example, switch this out for point strike and use galvanized caliber and reduce the 55% inaccuracy to basically 5% inaccuracy. So yeah, I love this evolving system. It is really, really good. Now this build is if you want to use, for example, on headshot, extra 50% critical or actually 100% extra critical damage. Now if you, for example, want to use the 3 statuses or less, you could definitely use this without any statuses at all. You basically do just radiation on your alt fire, and that is it. Both builds are really, really good, and Hunter Munitions does a tremendous job here. So just to be, sure, we are using the first build with Viral, so let's go and test this out. So summon 170 level Corrupted Heavy Gunners, and basically what you need to do is fire a couple of shots. As you can see, the bar down there is charged up. Press your alt fire key, and then use your alt fire to basically mow down all the enemies. As you can see, I need to fire just a little bit. As you can see, the bar is slowly draining. But so is the enemy's health. And there you go. 20 enemies dead in basically a couple of seconds. If you switch back to your old semi-auto mode, you cannot switch back to the alt mode, I guess the older alt mode, the transmutation mode, because your bar is completely empty. So summon 170 level enemies again, use Rhino's Roar with a 166% boost, fully charge the bar, switch to the alt fire. As you can see, basically, I mean, a lawnmower can do a better job if it wanted to. And you basically don't even need the final mod. It would be very, very good, but as you can see, you definitely do not need it. Now, moving on to the second build, which is just the pure critical build right here, without viral on the actual weapon. So there you go, summon enemies, go here, shoot this guy a couple of times, switch to the alt fire, and then basically do the same. Now the damage is not going to be the same, but honestly, still not much of an issue for this weapon. As you can see, it's slowly draining, so the fire gets a little bit slower. I'll just apply it to that guy as well. As you can see, viral does make a difference, but you don't have to worry about it that much, because as you can see, you're still able to kill everything that is right in front of you. So if you were to have the, the extra critical damage without these 3 status effects, then yes, definitely use that, and it will increase your damage on headshots as well. So basically these guys would be much more deader than they are right now. So basically, for a non-status build for this weapon, the 5th evolution is definitely needed to increase its potency a little bit. But if you just want to use, I guess, the weapon right now, you cannot wait to have it upgraded, definitely the first build should suffice without needing the 5th evolution. You can definitely wait that one out. So yeah, that is basically it. Of course, applying an arcane, the primary charger, if I think. I actually forgot what the arcane's called. I need to remind myself. Let me just quickly equip my tenant envoy to remember. And it is called the Primary Merciless. There you go. That is the arcane that you could definitely equip on that weapon to make it even more deadlier than it actually is. So that has been it. I actually keep forgetting the name. The Phenmor. A very, very good primary assault rifle of an amazing weapon, and a really cool looking on antique weapon as well. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, leave a like, comment, and do subscribe for more, and I will see you guys on the next one. This has been the Gaming Weasel, over and out.